Hey, it's the inaugural episode of Don't Wake Daddy, and this week we're playing Candyland.
You think I'm lying to you?
You might.
Why would I lie to you?
Why wouldn't you lie to me? You're trying to
Why?
You're a fierce competitor, man.
I don't lie.
Your gingerbread character is stuck there for one turn.
No!
Lord Licorice got your ass. Isn't King Candy the name of the king in Wreck-It Ralph?
I'm King Candy.
Yeah, what's his name?
This is funny.
This is
Yeah,
funny.
bro.
It wasn't funny before, but now it's getting funny, dude.
The only reason why it's funny is because you get so mad.
I don't get mad.
Welcome to Don't Wake Daddy, a podcast where three 30-something-year-olds play nostalgic children's board games. I'm Joe Rodriguez.
I'm Scott Eichenberry.
And I'm Marino.
I missed a little beat on that.
That's all right. We'll cut it out in post.
Well, now we won't.
Well, now
shit.
we won't.
No,
But
we're not doing- we're not
anyway,
cutting anything.
wow, this is the inaugural episode of Don't Wake Daddy.
Hell yeah.
I think I actually just forgot my name for a second. But that's okay.
That
It
happens.
It happens.
It happens.
Who doesn't forget their name? But welcome everyone listening. Happy to have everyone here.
Hell yeah.
This is our podcast, as I explained earlier, where we are three grown men playing children's nostalgic board games.
Adults.
Adults.
We're gonna play some games from the 90s, and beyond.
And other time, and even before then.
90s, just because that's where we were.
Hey, we're
Yeah.
90s kids.
We liked it then.
But yeah, I guess now that we're all in the same town and together, we figured, hey, let's get together, and we all like board games, so let's play some board games and let's talk about them. So
Yeah,
Each-
I mean, a little bit of background on us, just in general. Like we're three buddies from high school and before, but we're three buddies. We've been buddies for well over a decade at this point. And I mean, come on, we all hit 30 years old, and we said it's podcast time
It's
for us.
podcast.
It's podcast time for us.
You've all. I'm a year older, so I was already ready for a podcast for
Yeah.
about a year.
You've been.
I was ready, but it's a panty out there, and you can't do it. But now we can get close to each other.
Yeah.
Our spit.
we're in the same room,
Yeah.
listeners, if you can believe it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But each week we're gonna be reviewing children's board games. So I guess like you were saying, Marino, to kind of get into it, like I'm Joe. I don't really play board games all that much now at my age, but you know what? I definitely was a fan of the kids' board games. Your not to name names, but your Chutes and Ladders, your Hi Ho Cheerios, all of those.
Wow.
But I was definitely more of a kid that liked the toys, the little, like the figures or whatever.
How many
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z toys did you have?
I had a lot of Dragon.
I know, bro. I got you. I
You
paid
got
you.
Unrelated, but how many Dragon Ball Z toys? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean that's related to life. How about you guys? What's your relationship with board games?
I mean, board games. When I was a kid, that was like I felt like you'd get together with your siblings or your cousins, and it was like board games. And to this day, the only time I play board games, it's not anything I do in my life, but it's if I'm getting together with my siblings mostly, specifically kids board games. If I'm playing with like my nieces and nephews, which I think we can all kind of agree with, like maybe you play some board games with nieces and stuff like that. But when it comes to just board games, like something I buy on a shelf, I think of just you guys, like
Yeah.
specifically just my friends. Like if we were to have like a get together and play some games.
I feel like the last time we played games, for some reason, this is the one that's just coming to mind. We played Obama Llama.
Yes,
That's a fun
That
game.
was fun.
That was fun. I mean, but that's just like
I
we play
scoffed.
like party games, just
Yeah,
like shit
party
like
game.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, love
But
it.
it begs the question: are we qualified to have a board game podcast?
Look, okay, so this is where I come in. So I do play some board games.
This
sometimes.
is Scott talking, by the
Yeah,
way.
this is Scott. This is my voice.
I-
Get used to it
I-
because you're going to hear it a lot.
I think we should probably get into the habit of not at least maybe saying our names just for the first episode. But I'm
Yeah,
sorry to interrupt,
that's-
Scott.
No, that's okay. But yeah, I play board games definitely more than these guys do in my, day to day whatever. I play with my brothers a lot. We play. You know, I play a lot of board games, like the really boring Euro games that Joe and Marino have never heard of, like Puerto Rico and things like that. I don't really
It's a
like
Euro
those kind of
game
games.
called Puerto Rico.
There's a Euro
Yeah.
game called Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico's
Well, that's
Puerto Rico's in the
okay.
Caribbean.
Look, geography is not my strong suit, but a Euro game is a type of. It's a type of.
It's a genre?
It's a genre. of
genre.
games.
Like it's like a
Genre.
spiced mixture of lamb and beef.
yeah, it's like a Euro.
And you
Okay.
know what? There's a lot of podcasts about board games.
Oh yeah,
like
we're
that.
not one of those. We're not one of those. You're not going to hear me talk about Twilight Imperium 4 that much.
I don't even know what that
I
is.
will drop in the expansion for that. They added like 6 new races.
Okay.
Bro, they're fun. Okay.
Are they fun?
Yeah, they're fun.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, we might venture into some modern games. There's some pretty good like modern games that I bet we could get into. But for the time being,
Modern kids games are the funniest looking things.
bro,
Dude, I just went to Target today and there was a game. Oh, I forgot what it was. It was like you're on mute or something in the kids section.
Weird.
Like they're just like capitalizing on the fact that everyone's on Zoom and they just made a board game on
No
it.
way.
And it's a
yo,
kids.
we have got to play that.
Yeah.
It's so.
What?
You know
But-
what? Actually, I do want to get that dog poop game. I
Dude.
know we talk every time we talk. I'm like,
The
get
dog
me the
poop
dog
game.
poop. That's funny. People will want to hear it.
That's
We
fun.
gotta play it. We gotta talk about
Poop
it.
is funny, and kids love poop.
Kids love poop and slime. Like, there's got to be like a slime game.
Oh hell!
Yeah,
I bet there's
dude.
like a Nickelodeon slime game. I
A
bet.
100%.
You know what?
You know?
I speaking of slime, Baskin Robbins, right? Do they got that slime ice cream, or am I making that up?
I don't know if is it slime ice cream?
Oh
It
my
literally,
gosh.
I think the headline was like slime any one of your ice creams for $1. Like you like go in there, get butter pecan, and just like hey, put some slime on that shit. Like I don't even understand.
It
what
sounds
they're
so
doing.
weird, bro, and it does not look appetizing at all. It looks really gross.
I'm upset that I haven't tried it yet. 'Cause
Yeah,
I love just like new snacks whenever they come out, but it doesn't look good at all.
The Frankenfood. You
Oh, I love
described it as Frankenfood.
Yeah, I love Franken. I love when there's no business for them to be doing that. Like I've gotten the naked chicken chalupa from Taco Bell like 4 times in the last 2 weeks.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I
What do
mean,
you-
that's
what
why
do you
you're
think?
getting it.
Yeah, but it's
this-
like the shell is chicken.
All right, this isn't Munch Squad.
This is not much.
This isn't Doughboys.
Okay.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true.
This is a podcast about board games, and this week we are on our inaugural episode.
Yep.
We played Candyland.
Yeah, we decided to play a classic,
Hell yeah.
a bad classic. Let's be
No,
honest.
don't
No,
don't say it's bad.
No.
Don't do it.
I mean, like, okay, so Candyland. You guys have probably seen it. You maybe played it before. It's been around for a while, but basically, it's just a track. Like, there's a long track, and there's like little sections, and it's at least in most of the versions. Like there's a deck of cards and they have colors. I think there's like 6 or 7 colors.
Mhm.
You grab a card, you move to that next color. Sometimes there's double colors. There's also special cards that you can pick that are either locations or characters. And
Yep.
oh boy, this game got some characters. I mean, it's like
the
the USA channel, right? Isn't
character
all characters
welcome? Is that
yeah.
Cantino's drama? USA characters welcome. It
Yeah.
is like USA.
Bro,
You're right.
TBS, very funny.
TBS very funny.
USA.
Spike
Characters
TV. We got
Ball.
balls. I don't know.
We got dude stuff.
Hell yeah.
But yeah,
Okay,
Candyland's a very whimsical game.
Yeah. So yeah, there's lots of like locations, and they're all like candy themed. You know, you got your Lord Licorice.
Lord Licorice, one of the characters. What was it, like Licorice
Yeah.
Palace? I don't even remember.
Mr. Mint is it Mr. Mint? I think
his
it's
name is
Mint.
Mr. Mint.
Marino knows. Marino knows all the characters.
Bro, I'm the character man. Don't actually. I don't,
No.
no, I don't want that title.
Yeah, Mr. Mint. You got Queen Frostine or Princess,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll get into more of that later.
Because
that's-
I don't like the way you said that.
For the listener, Scott made a face when he said that, and I don't know what he meant. I don't know
It's-
where he's going with it.
It's wild.
Okay, I'm excited. I'm excited.
But yeah, so like, you could draw a card and then you would go to that, and you could go backwards, Marino. I don't know if you knew this.
Hey, bro, it doesn't
you could
matter.
go backwards.
For me, it doesn't matter.
In the same way, you know, if you're in space, nut push you backward.
Okay.
If you draw a nut,
Yep.
it could push you backward also in
That's
this game.
That's from another podcast.
Well,
though. Yeah.
It's part of the pop culture. It's part of
Okay.
Sure.
The zeitgeist, if you will.
Neil deGrasse Tyson said that when he was on Joe Rogan.
Yeah, Neil.
Is that the podcast we're talking about?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
But yeah, so I think the only other weird mechanics are their like little slides. So
What?
you get if you like land
Yeah,
on a certain
the
spot, you
shortcuts.
could slide a little shortcut.
Yeah.
And then there was like a molasses piece, like one specific
The
square.
licorice piece.
If you landed on it, you lose a turn.
Because Lord Licorice is a sneaky boy.
He's a
He's
sneaky man.
sneaky, bro.
But like the gameplay in general is just like first off, I think what most people may either forget about Candyland or just remember it and why they hate it is that there's no skill, no decision making. You make zero
There's
zero
nothing.
decisions.
It's
all luck.
Yeah, and I mean that's what most of these games are going to be. They're going to be 100% luck.
Sure.
Not going to be a lot of skill.
Yeah.
But that's fun. I mean, like,
Yeah.
wow, oops, you drew Lord Licorice. You got to go all the way back, and then you got Queen Frostine. So you're almost gonna win.
Yeah.
You know what? I did see in one of the rules that we didn't play that would probably make it just a little bit more climactic because, like, at the end, you know, like you move to the last square and it's over. It's a little anticlimactic, but. I think there's like a house rule that people play with where it's like you have to get the exact color to go on the exact exit or
That
the
used
exact win space.
I think I know what you're talking about. Probably back when we used to play it. This got changed sometime in the early aughts, I think.
Oh.
That last square was purple. Now it's rainbow. So you get there with whatever can get you there. It used to be purple, and the
No
only
way.
and the only way you could get to that last square was if you pulled a purple.
Yeah. Wow.
Which I don't know if purples are more rare or if they're
It's probably all the same.
probably all the same, but
Yeah.
the games would last a little longer than somebody just speeding ahead.
Right. I think that would be
Like, how long did our games last? Like 5,
Like
10?
7 minutes each, maybe.
hard. Yeah, 7. I think we played 3 games in 20 minutes.
Damn. I mean, that was my first time playing it. And,
No way.
yeah, I'd never played it.
That's crazy. Well, okay, so since Joe just brought it up, Scott, what's your? Do you have any?
Oh yeah.
What's your history with
I
Candyland, bro?
I did play this a lot as a kid, and I probably played the version that most people know. I think this version came out in the 80s, but anyways, I did play this game a lot as a kid. I played with my nieces a little while ago. Like my niece, she had a whole themed birthday party over at Candyland. She loved Candyland.
That's awesome.
It was great. We had a great time. But she has this version that we played, and she has my version from when I was a kid.
Oh, snap.
And I remember distinctly that I have 2 brothers. Glenn is my older brother, and Glenn always tells this story. We played Candyland a lot as a kid, like just with my mom. But my mom would actually cheat for Glenn. Like she would stack the deck so that he wouldn't lose.
What?
And that's why to this day I have such a problem with losing. It's like
Wait.
because growing up, my mom would just make me win all the time. I don't think I ever lost Candyland until we played just recently.
Wait.
How would she stack the deck so you would get all the shortcuts and shit?
No, I would get all the double colors.
So wait,
She
she
would
would
give
make
me a
you win
double-
against Glenn?
No,
Against her.
I mean, like it was just like me and her playing.
Okay.
You know, probably just to make it get over faster. 'Cause-
Oh yeah, actually, yeah.
and probably if I lost, I would cry.
Yeah,
Like a
'cause you're a baby.
like a lot. I mean, I did cry a little bit when we were playing, and I don't know if I won. I think
we're gonna
Marino
put-
swept. No.
Listen, I wasn't gonna say it. Marino swept.
Marino swept.
Oh, no.
I am Marino, and Marino swept.
Scott cried every time. We have a
I did cry a
recording
little
of it.
bit. Thanks, Mom. But yeah, I played quite a bit as a kid. This was one that was in the rotation. Yeah, so I played a good bit. Joe, you said this is the first time you played this?
This was the first time I ever played it. I will say, like, I think I might have owned it. Like, my family might have owned it. I just remember being like enticed by it as a kid because it's like very colorful and whimsical. And you got these candy characters. Who doesn't love candy as a kid? If you didn't, then I don't want to meet you.
Dude, yeah.
But
big fan. That was my first time playing it, and gotta say, I was a little bit underwhelmed.
You didn't like it as a 30-year-old grown
As
ass
a
man. You didn't like it.
Grown ass man, I didn't like
you
it.
didn't
if you
love
can
a
believe it.
purely luck-based 7-minute game of chance?
I assumed that there would be like cool little figures, cool little toys, some cool zany like catchphrases and
Just some
shenanigans.
Basic ass gingerbread
just
man.
Draw a card and move that many spaces.
There's not even really any, like, I don't even think we read all of the rule book because yawn, but I don't even think there's any like text of lore in there.
I was gonna ask, is there a deep Candyland lore?
I think Scott knows it, but yeah, there's something which must have been in the rule books or something like that. That Candyland's been in the zeitgeist for so long. We could talk about this a little later too, but it's just shit, man. There's been books, there's been television shows, there's been stuff like that about Candyland. I want to say I know that there was like a VHS movie or something like that. About Candyland. Okay, Scott's either seen it or something.
Scott's making faces.
Okay, so there is a VHS, and it is it's online. You can see it online, and we'll probably be playing a clip of it later.
Oh hell yeah!
Okay,
because it's just so funny. I didn't watch all of it because it's like 50 minutes long.
Oof.
But it's really good.
Is
guys.
it good?
It's good. It's worth spending 15 minutes looking through.
I'm
to
excited.
find some goofy clips.
I didn't even realize there was.
I gotta pull that up.
A lot of it was in all other media. I guess I mean I'm dumb. I just thought it was a board game.
I mean, it's been around for just so long. Like, what year was it that Candyland was invented? You want to go into it? Or
I think it was. I don't know. It was 43 or 48. I can't remember. I think it was 48.
I believe you. It was 48. I was misremembering, but what was it? The lady Lauren Abbott or something?
Yeah, something like that.
She was in a polio ward in a hospital. Was she a child? No. She was a grown woman. Created Candyland. I wish we would have known this. But some lady named Lauren Abbott invented Candyland while in a polio ward, sick with polio, and she made it so all the kids in the ward would have something to do, and just made a whimsical game. No characters, but she did like Gumdrop Forest and all that stuff. Yeah. All the chocolate. A molasses swamp, I think is what it was.
Yes.
But she just created this game in a polio ward, which is that's wild and very nice.
Yes, and like nice. I think it was like she made it in 48 and it was like being sold in 49.
Yeah.
Like it was really popular.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's all candy stuff. Who doesn't love candy, like Joe said? If you don't like candy, then
I don't want to talk to you.
Then get out.
You can't. If you don't like
candy,
turn off
the podcast.
You cannot listen to this podcast.
First, hit the like and subscribe.
But please like it.
Listen, if you like board games, it's fine. You're here, whatever. But if you don't like candy, I don't care if you like board games. You have to get out of here.
But yeah, okay. So I mean, that's just but throughout since like 49, there's been dozens of iterations of this game, but it's pretty much stayed the same. It's just a track, there's like molasses piece, it's all in the deck. I think there was one version that has like a spinner.
Yes.
But that's basically the same thing.
So wait, there's the version with a spinner.
Yes.
There's a version with a spinner.
Yeah, you can have a spinner. But yeah, there've been a lot of adaptations, not just board games. And so they're okay. All right, I'm going to get into some interesting tidbits here.
Okay.
I got a few bombs to drop on you guys, okay? So yeah, I think it was 2002 was when that movie came out. It was like VHS.
Oh, it's that new?
Yeah. 2002 and it was fun and cute. But even after that, in 2013, there was supposed to be a movie. So from 2012 and 2013, Marino knows what I'm talking about. So I can't remember what studio was attempting to put it on. Marino knows the name of the studio.
No,
but
I don't know the name of the studio. I know who's going to star. That's it.
Yes, starring and co-writing was
Adam Sandler.
Sandler,
the Sandman himself.
Adam
Sandler.
Way. I cannot even fathom what kind of character he would play in Candyland.
Me.
I bet.
That's it.
He's just stuck on the board. He's like, ooh, Princess Lolly. Ooh.
Candyland for me. Going to a Candyland, I'm gonna eat a tree.
That would have been great.
Joe and I would have been there at the midnight premiere. Was it 2013?
2013.
Yeah. Oh, I would have been there. What, I'm 22 years old? Yeah, I was going to midnight premieres all the time. 100% I would have been at that midnight premiere.
I can't believe I didn't know that. That's amazing.
I read that. It was crazy.
So I think like in 2013, there was like, I think there was a lawsuit actually against it that made it stop. I don't know why, but it never saw the light of day. Unfortunately, what's Adam Sandler's studio?
Happy Madison.
Yeah, Happy Madison was
I mean, it makes sense if Happy Madison's but I don't know if he does anything that's not Happy Madison. It's not worth getting into it.
Yeah.
No, wild. So, yeah, about the characters for this. You play as the kids. There's a bunch of different characters. Most people probably know, like, okay, there's King Candy.
Sure.
That's the big one. We played a version that had the Duke of Swirl.
The Duke of Swirl. He's so hot.
He's a hunk.
Dude. Oh, he's so
But anyways,
hunky.
okay, so yeah, there's the Duke of Swirl, attractive young gentleman. There's Plumpy. I don't know.
Plumpy was a green monster
yeah.
in what used to be the what are those plum trees? Sugar plum forest.
Okay.
So there's
yeah.
Plumpy. Plumpy axed in 2002.
Bro, he got the axe.
Axe.
Done.
He's gone?
We don't want Plumpy no more.
Oh, no.
Let's see some other characters. Mama Ginger Tree. She was in the video. She was in the movie, the VHS movie. This whole land, there's there's the king, there's the queen / princess, and there are the kids. But there's an antagonist to this whole situation, Lord Licorice.
Oh.
Lord Licorice, and he has some pretty wily machinations. He's obviously the bad guy, and you know what? I mean, he does look kind of bad.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a lot of dark clothes, and it kind of looks a little bit like, oh my gosh, what's the bad guy from Aladdin?
Jafar.
Kind of looks a little bit very much color scheme of
in the
Jafar.
iteration we played, he did.
In the iteration we played, he looked greasy. Am
He
I
looked
wrong?
like an emo kid.
Yeah.
But in the video that you just showed us, guy, he looked like a pirate or like a musketeer
he
or
looked like a
something.
musketeer.
Yeah,
he had like the handlebar mustache, and like he looked like a cavalier, like a I don't know. He looked what is it? Never mind, doesn't matter. But he looked like just a fancy musketeer man.
He's a fancy boy.
Whereas like in the version we played, he looked like a greasy Gargamelish character. Was he wearing a robe? I'm making shit up.
I think he
Probably
had
was wearing a
emo
robe.
hair for sure.
For sure.
So that's the bad guy. Pretty much the good guy is, King Candy and the kids. But then there's Queen Frostine, Queen / Princess.
Yeah.
Now
They renamed her inexplicably.
Like in 2002, they renamed. So she was Queen Frostine.
Yeah.
And then they renamed her to Princess Frostine. Let me just pull up a few things that I found on. I'm just looking around, looking at characters. There's a Candyland wiki, and there's a comment section of this Candyland wiki.
Hell yeah!
And I just want to read a few snippets, so especially about Queen / Princess Frostine.
Is this gonna?
I don't know if you should read this.
Is this like guy sitting in a pickup truck with sunglasses?
Bro,
territory?
it's bad. Yeah,
Oh,
yes,
no.
dude,
Wait,
it's
what?
so bad.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was going to be like guy sitting in his parents' basement territory.
That's probably worse. Actually,
Yeah.
that's
So, one of the comments that I want to read is from Raleigh. He or she, I can't really tell. Says, I prefer the first incarnation because she looks hot with a 50th anniversary version next to it. The others, ever since those incarnations involving ice skating, either look unnecessarily sexy or like a hag / drag / chibi, and it's just not the same. Chibi is like a cartoony anime with no nose. But in response to that, someone unanimous just said one word: simp. and that person.
What is this from?
It's from the comment section of the Candyland
when?
wiki.
When? What
Okay.
they commented?
2016 was that first one. The most recent, just one word, simp, was from February 23rd, 2021.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That
but
was
people
4
are
months
what are they
ago.
people are
doing?
updating the
Yes.
or are on the
They are
Candyland
commenting
wiki in
on the-
2021.
Yes. Okay, but the real good one. So there's a lot of chatter, and it's a lot of like, I liked Princess. I like the Princess change because she's hot, or like, gross
In a kid's game.
a little gross. There's a lot
problematic.
of discussion on Princess / Queen, but my favorite comment was from a fandom user. Says this in 2017. So like 15 years actually after they change it.
Sure.
Hey, feminists, chauvinists, people that like the older version of the game and people that like the newer version of the game. Each and every last one of you miserable, pathetic, elitist, hypocritical, judgmental, selfish, narrow-minded, narcissistic, power-hungry, megalomaniacal, Satan-worshipping shitbag sluts can each have a cup of shut the fuck up, okay? That's not even it, man.
Okay.
Buckle up.
Us buckle up?
Yeah, buckle
okay.
up.
Oh, okay.
No one in their right mind even fucking cares about which versions of the game you prefer, and the lady that designed it simply wanted to make a game that would let people have fun. But no, you various social justice warriors on the left, right, middle, and fringe, as well as the people who have bought the rights for the game from her, specifically Milton Bradley / Hasbro / Electronic Arts, all have a bunch of fucking dumbass polititards and ruin what was supposed to be a fun and politics-free board game.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. No, go.
What the fuck? What the fuck did the game ever do to all of you to fucking deserve this shit? The answer is not a fucking thing. Seriously, Eleanor Abbott must be turning over in her fucking grave like a rotisserie chicken after hearing you no life living jackasses argue about a damn board game. Finally, if any of you fuckwits want to assassinate myself, regardless if it is with bullets or any other way, then rest assured that what you try to mete out upon myself will only fail, but that it will not only fail, but that it will come back to you manifold. For I do not tolerate evil. Have a nice day.
Okay. What the...
Dude, I like how she's like, all you people on this message board who care so much, shut the fuck up. Read my 3-paragraph theme.
First of all, we need to bleep out their username because if they hear, they're going to come for us.
It just says a fandom user.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
To Don't Wake Daddy podcast.
Yeah, I'm going to post this on the wiki.
You egomaniacal.
Wow, what the...
When I read that, I lost my mind.
That's insane.
I could not tell where they were coming from at all. There were so many twists and turns and loopy. That was like that was not unlike a trip through Candyland.
We got stuck in the molasses swamp there in the middle there too.
You know, here's another point I'd like to bring up. Molasses Swamp in 2002, renamed Chocolate Swamp. Why? Kids don't know what molasses is?
Kids don't like molasses. 2021 kids don't like... First of all, I don't like molasses. I've never had it, but I don't like it.
I don't... Okay, see, that's crazy. That's crazy that, like, the queen... Because that was, like... When I read that, I was like, that's weird that they just changed it from queen to princess. Like, I guess to relate to kids, because kids don't want to be queens. They want to be princesses. It's for girls.
Maybe, yeah.
I also read a comment online that was like, is Candyland a girls' game? And then some ladies like, you know, there's a lot of pink colors to it, so I would say it is. And like, what the fuck? Why would you even say that? Like, she's like, I play with my 2 girls, but if I had a boy, I don't think I'd play it with them. And I'm like, you're what's wrong with this whole country?
A trip into this comment section is really worth your time, guys.
I don't even know if I want to.
It's so funny. Like, there's a bunch of stuff. Another snippet about the Duke of Swirl.
Oh hell yeah!
Who he fucks?
He's a snack.
He's a hunk.
Just be
he is a snack.
He's not just some candy. Man's a whole meal.
Oh wow!
So there was some conversation about like, who is the Duke of Swirl? What's his angle? Is he good? Is he bad?
Don't spoil this for me.
No.
Actually, I think this is the person. I'm not going to say the username because I think this is the person who made the wiki.
Oh.
He or she says, okay, here's my theory. The Duke of Swirl secretly works with Lord Licorice, who convinced him to cut down the peppermint forest to make his ski slopes. However, Mr. Mint was able to escape with a few seeds. He currently plots to take down the Duke of Swirl for what he has done and is leading a rebellion to defeat Lord Licorice and restore Princess Frostine back to her rightful place as queen once and for all.
Dude, that's actually crazy.
Yeah.
Like, that's cool that people are creating lore. It's very nerdy and very strange,
Yeah.
but that's cool that people are creating that lore because I think we didn't touch on it yet, but the version that we played was like it has like a little tagline to it. It's called like Candyland Kingdom of something. What is it?
Kingdom of Sweet Adventures.
Kingdom of Sweet Adventures. That's an Amazon exclusive. Like,
That's
our version
crazy.
was an Amazon exclusive for some reason. And this is I think it's the only one right now that has the Duke of Swirl in it. And there's another thing that I want to bring up too about a grandmother character, but
Yeah.
the Duke of Swirl. And if you go to Target and buy Candyland, Duke of Swirl's not in that version,
Wow.
and neither is Grandma Gooey.
Oh,
and
Grandma Gooey.
I think it's
She
Mr.
got that
Mint
gooey?
instead. Dude, she got that gooey. But dude, you know what Grandma Gooey's like? You know what the grandma character? Scott said it earlier.
Grandma Nut.
Dude, Grandma Nut with 2 T's.
2 T's.
Doesn't Grandma Nut sound like an Instagram meme page?
Yeah. So wait,
Let's make it.
Grandma Nut and Grandma Gooey.
I don't think they exist on the board together.
Okay.
No, Grandma Nut changed to Grandma Gooey in probably 2002 or 2013.
But they
or
run
something like
together now.
that. No way.
Dude, if you go to
really?
Target or Walmart or anywhere and get Candyland, it's Grandma Nut. Grandma Gooey is only in this weird Amazon kingdom
This
of.
one? Grandma
Yes.
Gooey?
We're the only ones with Grandma Gooey, bro.
Wow, we got Gooey and Swirl? Man.
Honestly, we got the good version.
Bro,
What a
we
combo.
did. Wow.
It's wild with these characters, and everyone loves Mr. Mint. He was in that scene that you showed us.
Yeah,
I
Mr.
can't
Mint.
believe
is in there.
that people would say such terrible things, make such accusations against the Duke of
So
Swirl.
funny.
That guy's a hunk.
Yeah.
Also, can I say, and this is an unpopular opinion, why is Lord Licorice the bad guy? Why does everyone hate Licorice?
Wow,
Bro, I think that's why he was the bad guy.
Because everyone hates
Because peop-
Licorice.
All right, let me see. Do you guys even like red or black licorice? 'Cause I do.
I like black licorice.
I like red licorice. Black licorice is the worst
See,
taste to my.
That's your.
Oh, am I in the minority
I
here?
hate
Let's go,
this.
boys! Come at me! Come at me! I'll take you out right now.
You're just foolish.
You're foolish.
Dude,
You're full of shit.
You need a refined palate like Scott and me.
get the hell out of
We are
here.
gentlemen.
We're gentlemen.
I would put black licorice on a charcuterie plate.
I would.
A little sweet.
Why the fuck would you put black licorice on a charcuterie plate? What are
Right
you
next
talking
to some
about?
salami and some.
I was trying to be a gentleman.
Scott, you don't have to
Oh,
try.
you just think you're fancy.
I'm a fancy boy.
Okay.
Look at me.
Dude, black licorice it's to the point where if
So it's evil.
Danielle, my fiance,
Yep.
eats black licorice, and she loves black licorice.
Yep.
That's like a fact
So
about her.
there's-
It's also a fact I know about Joe. I never knew you liked black
Yeah,
licorice,
I
so
love
I
black
like you a
licorice.
little less now, Scott.
Oh, that's
but
fine.
if she eats a black jelly bean, dude, I can't be around her because her breath be
What?
stanking so bad, and she purposely will get in my face with that. Dude,
Yeah, bro.
licorice is
Good.
nasty. That's why Lord Licorice is the bad guy.
Yeah. I mean, that's why he's a bad guy. But I think it's misplaced.
It's misplaced. It's
I
misplaced
think-
anger.
I think he's had a rough childhood. Look, everybody's hating him for just the
Because his breath
Is-
stank and all the
is-
kids make
no,
fun of him.
bro,
Is
it's
he-
just who he is.
He's
man.
an incel. Can we just say it? He is. He was
for sure.
he was at the Capitol.
Oh god.
He was there on the 6th.
Dude, okay. So here was my headcanon about Lord Licorice when we were playing the game.
Yeah.
Just the way he's looking. You look at Duke of Swirl.
Yep.
You look at
Cute.
You look at Princess Frostine.
Okay.
And we all said this, but they're fucking.
Oh, for sure.
Dude,
Oh, yeah.
those two are getting it on.
Yeah.
And who on the board is looking over his shoulder in that direction of the board? Lord Licorice.
Mhm.
He is a simpus extremis
He's a simp to the nth degree.
for fucking Princess Frostine.
Yeah.
Because he wants to marry her and he wants to be King Candy.
Of course.
And the Duke of Swirl is sexy as fuck. So, literally snowboard or skiing with ice cream on his
He's cool as hell.
feet. He's cool as hell. Also, ice cream's not really candy. I don't know if it belongs in Candyland, but
yeah.
so
Wait a second.
Molasses isn't really candy either. Well, I guess what is molasses like?
I mean, you put molasses in cookies.
cookies aren't
You
candy.
put Frank's Red Hot on cookies.
I guess that's
It's called
right.
Candyland, not Sweetsland.
Maybe peanut brittle. Is peanut brittle candy? 'Cause
No.
Do you put molasses in
I
that?
kind of do
guess
believe
it's
that
just
peanut
brown.
brittle was candy. I don't know.
think-
Grandma Nut.
See, Grandma Nut be making that peanut brittle.
I think that's what she's doing in her little hut.
That's it.
Wait. Okay. Now, Grandma Nut or Grandma Gooey. Okay. Are Grandma Nut and Grandma Gooey the same person?
No.
I don't
different-
know.
Are we to
Different
believe
people.
that they're different?
Let's see.
They exist at
Grandma
the same
Nut's
time.
replacement in the 2010 edition, along with Gloppy.
But just the 2010 edition, which is the one we've been playing, the Amazon one.
She is somewhat an expert when it comes to making cakes.
She got cake.
Oh,
probably,
okay.
Right?
Grandma Gooey is.
Okay.
Oh, Grandma-
She's from the and she hails from the Chocolate Mountain.
You know who's in neither version?
Who?
Gloppy.
Yeah.
Who's Gloppy?
So big chocolate guy.
Oh,
Gloppy, I think, is in the game that I played as a kid.
Yes.
Because it's just a big mound of chocolate. It's just like it looks like poop. He looks like a big diarrhea.
He's just a brown muck from
Yeah.
Pokemon.
He is Muck from Pokemon, but
I think he's a little
the poop
nicer.
version.
I guess he's Grimer.
he's friendly.
He's a little friendly. He maybe Ditto.
Ditto.
And I was talking to a friend of ours, Jordan, about
Shout outs to Two Fucking Idiots.
shout out to Two Fucking Idiots podcast. But I was talking to him about Candyland, and he's like, "Yeah, I remember that game. You know what I remember? He's like, you know what I remember the most? That big chocolate thing." And I was like,
Gloppy.
"Yeah, Gloppy, dude,
Yeah.
but he's not in the game anymore." And he was a little upset
He was
about that.
upset?
It's crazy.
I mean, Gloppy, I think from the version I played as a kid, funniest character. I didn't even really. Okay, so like,
His name is Gloppy.
yeah, funny, and he looks like a big shit. Hilarious, dude.
Kids love shit.
Yeah.
That's the theme of this podcast. Kids love shit.
That's what I feel like that's the theme that we're going to kind of develop and unwrap over a series of 150 episodes.
That's also a T-shirt too. Kids love shit.
Kids love shit.
Yeah.
Kids love shit.
On our
Don't wake daddy.
Teespring website. Is
Yeah.
that what Teespring?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Teespring, yeah. So, as far as I think characters, I think we laid out like the most important and most best ones.
Yeah. Most best.
You want to most best? You want to touch on our gameplay for like a quick second?
Sure.
Obviously, we'll just talk about like our experience with it, our most recent experience with
Yeah.
it when we played together. I think the best of us won.
Ha!
Wow, that's.
I
mean, I don't even really remember. It wasn't even that. momentous
yeah.
Okay,
of
so
a
we
season.
played a few games.
yeah.
We played 3 games.
Played 3 games.
One of us won all 3.
Hmm.
It's the voice you're hearing right now, Marino. He won all 3, and it's probably because I just have the most skill.
Because you and the
stack.
Duke of Swirl are friggin'
Marino.
Don't you drag him
conniving.
into this.
You two are in cahoots.
Marino, I hate to tell you, but I stacked the deck for you. I stacked the deck for you.
Okay.
You Kathleen'd me?
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
I did. Look,
Wait, I just said your mom's name.
that's okay.
Bleep out Kathleen. Except
All right,
No,
man,
that's
keep
weird.
that one in there.
No, I did stack the deck for you though, so
Yeah.
so that you wouldn't get so upset
Honestly,
because I know how upset you.
my dynamic is the baby of the group, so thank you. Hey, what's our dynamic? Am I the baby of the
You're
group?
the baby.
Wait, can we get a clean take on "Hi, I'm Marino and I'm the baby of the group"? Can we get that, please?
Yeah,
Please?
real quick.
Hang on.
Hi, I'm Marino, and I'm the baby of the group.
That's like your desperate. Not your desperate. Your Real Housewives like intro.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm the baby. I'm the bad boy of the group. I feel like.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm the
this
bad
this
boy.
group definitely has a bad boy
Yeah,
for
Scott's
one,
the
and you're
bad
the
boy.
one.
See, I mean, bad boy in this context, like, I'm the bad boy because I play the most games, which is kind of a bad boy attitude when you really think about
That's
it.
Wow, yeah.
You know,
That's baller as hell,
Yeah.
man.
Joe, what energy are you bringing?
I don't know. I guess like antsy. Well, no, Marino's
No,
a
you're
baby.
the daddy.
Am I the daddy?
You're the daddy.
I'm the daddy. Okay,
You got. I mean, if there's a baby, you gotta have a daddy.
that's true.
Joe's the daddy.
I'm the daddy.
for sure.
Well,
Did you guys
Wait, okay.
like? How'd you guys feel about the game when
Yeah.
we played it? Did you have fun?
I mean, yeah, of course it's fun playing a game with your buddies.
Yeah.
But it was, I mean, like literally, there was no spinner. There were no. I think that the character pieces were
Gingerbread man.
they were gingerbread men, or they were like they were gingerbread men.
They were gingerbread man.
But like the board itself was cool, but it was a very short game.
Yeah.
There was no strategy to it at all, which is great because I don't like thinking. But the pieces were like these like thick ass like cardboard squares or rectangles rather.
Mhm.
I don't know, like it was not. You know what? It's for the game, for never having played it and always wanting to play it and being enticed by it as a kid. I was like disappointed. Also, this game seems like the kids board game, like the epitome of children's
Right.
board
Yeah.
games. I was disappointed, but I don't know. How do you guys feel?
I mean, it was fun, but I didn't get any nostalgia kicks because
Right.
Gloppy's not in it.
No.
Which is funny. Also, I was kind of expecting there to be like some kind of lore, you know, something to really
Yeah.
get me into this universe. I wanted to feel like I was in Candyland, like I could just reach out and get some gumdrops from the gumdrop tree,
Mhm.
or just lick up the big chocolate river. You know,
Or
like
visit Grandma Gooey.
or visit Grandma Gooey and get one of her infamous cakes.
She got cake.
So there wasn't a lot of lore or anything, nothing creative. It was just like, okay, draw the card and move on. So, I mean, as far as like a game goes, not fun. But as far as like
okay, yeah, fair.
as like playing it with fun people, yeah, fun,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I agree with that. It was just like, I think there was a time where like we were speed running. Where it was just like,
Yeah.
pull card, pull card.
Because
pull
what
card.
else is? I mean, what else is there?
Yeah, it's just pulling cards and
Pull
going
card.
where you're supposed to go.
Go where you go.
Yeah, it was boring. I get why it's for just like it's like what the age on it is like 3 and up. Like a 3-year-old can play this game because it requires no thinking.
Yeah, there's just no. You know what? It'd probably be good for like color recognition. Like if you're
Yeah.
teaching a kid colors, like, oh, what card is that? Oh, it's
Yeah.
it's a green one. No, you stupid idiot, it's blue. I
Dumbass
can't believe
kid.
how stupid you are. How many blue squares are there on that? There's one blue square. No, there's 2 blue squares.
There's 2 blue squares. Well, I guess that's that was us playing Candyland.
How many popsicles out of 5 would you give it?
Ooh, you
Popsicles aren't even candy.
Okay.
How many lollipops?
No, wait. It's got to
Can
be
we not?
something that's board game
Are
related.
we rating these games?
Are we? No,
I
we're
don't
not
know.
rating.
Give it. I would give it 2 out of 5 popsicles.
Popsicles.
Give
Yeah,
it
I'm
1
going
out of
with
2
popsicles.
dice.
I
Okay.
give it 1.
1 out of 2 dice.
It's 2 dice. You never play with more than 1 dice unless you're
I give
Scott.
it 1 out of 3 gingerbread cookies.
Okay, 1 out of 3. Okay, great.
Great.
So if anybody wants to convert all those and give them,
Yeah, and also if you're keeping track at home, which I kind of want to do, not because at this point I'm leading
of
No.
course,
of wins, baby. Come on, we're going to be playing board games. We should be keeping track of who
Oh,
wins.
okay.
we
Don't wait,
should-
Daddy. Wiki.
yeah,
Don't wait, Daddy.
we should have.
Do I have 3 wins now, or do I just have 1 because I won
I
this
think
game?
you have 3 wins.
Fuck yeah.
I think you have 3 wins. Let's. Yeah. So I guess this segment is called "Who Won," and it was Marino. Marino got 3. So great. Thanks.
Congrats.
That's right, baby.
Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Wow,
I
you
mean,
guys are
what
being
if-
so much nicer now than when we played. These boys hate when I win. They hate to see a
Because
player
you love
win.
it. I like it when Schadenfreude. I like it when you do bad. That
That's messed
makes
up.
me happy.
That's
and I
messed
like
up.
it when you do bad. This is
Yeah,
Joe
so
talking to
that's
Marino. So, like,
Great. That's totally messed up. All right, well,
No, it's fine.
that was our game.
that was it.
Yeah. Had a good time. So I was just thinking, like, there's a lot of characters in this game, and a lot of them are pretty silly, like Grandma Nut, right?
It's funny.
That's funny.
And Gloppy.
Good, dude.
But I was thinking, like,
Grandma Nut is literally tonight. I'm gonna get a. You and I are gonna get an Instagram message from Joe of a random Instagram meme page from Grandma Nut.
Nut. But okay, so if you were like, if you're thinking, you know, if you wanted to add a character to Candyland,
Yeah.
if you wanted to add a character who has the same gravitas, the same, you know, curb appeal,
Mm-hmm.
what character would you? First of all, what candy?
Mhm.
What are we talking about? What
Okay.
candy? Because you know, you got your peppermint, you got your licorice,
Yeah.
you got peanut brittle, you got cakes.
Some of those are not candy, but
You got lollipops.
You got your
you got
beef stroganoff.
gumdrops. You got beef stroganoff.
You got mashed potatoes.
Sir Stroganoff. That's the character that I'm
that's
thinking.
not candy.
Sir
Sir
Stroganoff.
Stroganoff.
Ew, dude.
Yeah.
That's me.
He
baby.
should not be allowed in Candyland.
And you know what? Sir Stroganoff be stroking off.
Oh no, he does his name.
Gross. No. Okay. Cut that part, please.
No,
Nope.
But
All right. What? I don't even know. I don't even. Like,
so
I have some
it
thoughts.
Sounds like you're saying like what character, what candy?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Marino.
Okay, so I have 2 thoughts. I'm gonna go with just my character first, and then. But I think I love, and it's not. I don't know if it's on the board or anything, but like a gummy. I love gummies. We're gummy boys. We all like gummies, I think.
Mhm.
But like, I love a gummy.
Mhm.
Specifically, I love gummy worms.
Ooh, yeah.
So I'm
All right, I know where
thinking
he's going.
like just call him Wally Worm, and he's a gummy worm, dude.
Wally. Dude, that's great.
That's what I'm
good.
saying, dude.
Really
He's a gummy
good.
worm, or you could literally call them like the And
The gummy
they live in Worm World.
They're in the they're in the gummy garden
The gummy. Bro!
with the assist.
The microphone just got so hot. That's so good.
Wally Worm is
Wally
in the gummy
Worm
garden.
and Wanda Worm. Wally and Wanda Worm live in the gummy garden,
Cute.
and they're like, and they make a heart with their bodies.
Oh
It's
my
so
god, they
neat.
make a heart with
And
their
it's a
bodies.
Valentine's Day special. I'm on to
Oh, it's a
something.
Valentine's.
Hey, well, hold up. Hey, Wally Worm, Wanda Worm, trademark.
Trademark.
Oh,
Hey,
you
TM.
trademarked it.
Yeah, TM. Hasbro, get at
That's
us.
cute as hell.
That is actually really cute. That's the best idea. We should have ended with that.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna.
I was thinking, so my candies are Almond Joy and Mounds together. So my characters are two twins, and they're the Coconut Boys. There's these brutes and
The Cocoa Nutties.
The Cocoa Nutties. They have a like a New York accent. They live in Candyland. They're the enforcers of Lord Licorice. And the way you distinguish them is that the Almond Joy guy, he's got a big hefty pair of nuts.
And that's it.
That's it.
Wait, what's not?
So we got
Is the Almond Joy one like also lighter?
What's the mount? Does the mount?
He's got nuts too, but he's not as distinguished as Alan Almond and Marty Mounds.
Okay, damn it, that's so dumb.
nuts. Oh,
Okay,
that's so
great.
stupid, dude.
So it's an Almond Joy and a Mounds character,
Yeah.
and one just got big nuts. Great, Scott, you got anything?
Bro, I don't have anything. I'm not gonna top that. You got cute. You got the twin characters. No, it's not even worth it.
I had this thought because I was looking and like thinking about like a character kind of, but like I saw that Candyland did like crossovers with like other character. I had it in my head what it was, but they've done crossovers with different characters inside their game, like different properties. Like there was a SpongeBob Candyland, weird enough. But like, why didn't they ever do a candy version, like Wonka?
Oh,
Like
Willy
a
Wonka.
Wonka, like a Willy Wonka Candyland, or
like have actual brands in it.
actual brands. Dude, you know how much
Oh, a Wonka.
I would buy that if like there was a Sour Patch Kid like playground or
Yeah.
something, or like and you go through like a
Are you sure that hasn't been done?
I
my
didn't
God,
see anything
dude.
about that, but like
Yeah.
dude, that's money.
like a
Money.
trolley bright crawlers.
Yes.
like actually in
Yes, like actual Charlie Bright Crawlers, Sour Patch Kids. I'm only thinking of candies I like.
Reese's peanut butter cups.
Yeah,
Haribo
just like,
gummies.
and you would just dude, they should have a Haribo and like the cola and stuff, dude. Honestly,
That
like
would be good.
that, like a
TM,
branded-
TM, TM,
Yeah,
TM.
TM.
Hasbro,
Had-
get
yeah, get it. We're trying to make this. I own none of these properties, but I'm trying.
Tearing.
That's my idea.
No, those are good. That would be, dude. I feel like that could bring back the millennials. If you
Yeah.
start getting the real good candy back in there,
Mm-hmm.
bro, that's a night.
Put a Take 5 in there.
Let's bro. Okay, hold up. Take 5 best candy. I'm putting it out there.
Take Five's good.
It's
good.
got the sweet. It's got the salty.
Mhm.
It's got nuts.
Mm, oh, good.
It's got that crunch.
Funny, dude.
It's got the crunch. It's
It's got
got the
that goop.
chocolate.
It's good.
Yeah.
Well,
Best candy.
we should probably wrap it up at this point, unless
Yeah.
anyone else has anything else they want to add or any
I
other.
do have. No, I'm just kidding.
Scott, do you have something to say? Well,
we could read some more of the comments section.
let's
We gotta wrap this
let's
up.
let should our listeners want to go down that rabbit hole, they absolutely should. That's on the
It's
the
so funny.
Candyland wiki. But this was the inaugural episode of Don't Wake Daddy, a
Episode
board
1.
game podcast. Today's episode, or this week's episode, was Candyland. If you have questions, comments, or concerns, or anything, or any suggestions for the podcast, you can email us at don'twakedaddypod@gmail.com, or reach out to us on Twitter and Instagram at don'twakedadpod. They are different, but yeah. I'm Joe Rodriguez.
I'm Scott Eikenberry,
And I'm Marino Alajakis.
the baby of the group.
I'm the baby of the group.
Bye-bye.
Bye.